Welcome back to Switzer. When you think about some of Australia's best entrepreneurs, the next guest should definitely be on anyone's list. Her name is Sarina Russo, and she's created an outstanding business. And she's a wonderful example of what young would-be business builders can learn from. Welcome, Sarina.
Thank you, Peter. It's so wonderful to be here on your show.
Okay, well, great.
You finally made it.
Yes, we had troubles last time. Sarina, for people who don't know your business, just give us a full explanation of what you do, how many outlets you have, how many people you employ.
Well, thanks for this opportunity. We've been incorporated for the last 38 years, and we're involved in education, training, and helping people get jobs. And of course, I also have an investment arm, and I also have a cleaning company called the White House.
Okay, so how
and
many
we employ 1,000 staff.
Yeah, 1,000 staff. Now, I want for people to understand the magnitude of your business building success, tell us how it started.
Well, we now have virtually got something like 42,000 job seekers into June in the last 18 months. But how I got started was I couldn't hold down a job. And I used to be a typing teacher at night, and the students reinstated me when I got fired there. So I guess I was disrupted 38 years ago, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I think that unless you disrupt yourself, someone else will. And so therefore, what I keep teaching in today's world is start transforming and do more with your life, because you've got to be able to embrace the future with excitement rather than with fear. And had I not had the courage to start a little business with something like $2,600 to my name, I would never have known that I was a true entrepreneur.
What were the early barriers that made growing the business hard, and how did you beat them?
Well, I really think that 80% of everything we do in life is your psychology. So you've got to have extraordinary psychology, and 20% is physiology. So it's not what happens to you, it's what you do about it. And I guess with me, I didn't understand failure until I went to a motivational, event by the guy's name was Jim Rohn. And he said to me, well, he said to the group, it's okay to fail. You can learn from failure as well as you can learn from success. And I guess our viewers tonight would be watching us tonight saying, gee, I've just been fired, the bank has just rejected my loan, my personal relationship's over, my business is right now. And rather than seeing it as an experience of why is it happening to me? It happens to all of us, but it's your interpretation and silver lining out of every cloud.
Did you, along the way, did you realise that sometimes when you were in challenging moments, you had to reach out to other people who may well have either inspired you, motivated you, or even given you an insight that you wouldn't have seen by yourself?
Well, I think that, everyone needs to be inspired. They say wish for inspiration or desperation, because either one will work. But I really believe that in life, we can be inspired by music, reading books. I've got a great book, Meet Me at the Top. So my point is, it's your events, it's education, it's, transforming yourself constantly, re-engineering the way you think, the way you do something. What can you change tonight? Is it your weight? Is it your physical place where you live? You're not a tree, you can move. You can make changes. There are certain things in life that we can't change, but what I share is focus on what you can change and have gratitude for what you have. And so when you get up in the morning, accept who you are in pursuit of what you'd like to be.
What do you think are the real challenges out there now for anyone trying to grow a business?
Well, I really think that growing a business is really exciting. And sometimes when you do startups, and we do a lot of startups in our educational arm, that what you think you've designed or you've planned or you've strategized looking like a cup, what you'll find out is it looks like a square. So you've got to be able to understand that your passion is really measured not by when things are going well, but when things aren't going well. And you're always going to be challenged. You're always going to perceive things that don't turn out. So the question is, how can you shift? How can you transform? How can you redesign? How can you fulfill the needs of your customers? And with technology today, business are constantly being disrupted and constantly being challenged. So it's how you manage and how you lead and how you drive your customers and also your team to re-engineer, rethink and excite the viewers or excite the consumer in saying that your product and your services is global competitive and you're the one that they want to choose from. Right. So you've got to constantly remarket yourself, and brand is what it's all about. You know, my name, Sarina Russo, is a brand of trust, is a brand of guarantee. And when people think of jobs, they think of us. When people think of education, they think of us. When think of James Cook University, Brisbane, they think of us. When they think of Russo Business School, they think of us. And it's our brand that really equates to trust and guarantee and fulfillment and confidence. Okay, and that's what we stand for.
Well, Sarina, you started in Queensland. What's your footprint like around the country?
We have something like 100 offices in Victoria, in New South Wales, and also in Queensland. And we've also got a footprint in the UK. And also we have something like 88 countries that choose us for international learning. So it's a very global business and, you know, something I could never have imagined 38 years ago. Yeah. But you have to do it in pieces because life's not just, you know, dreaming that you want a Bentley today and think you can buy it. But you've got to visualize. The power of visualization is so, so important. And I wish that for all our viewers is to think big but also execute and have that discipline on a daily basis.
Yeah, given the fact that your footprint did start in Queensland, are you seeing some good signs, because you're the one who's putting people into jobs, are you seeing some good signs for the state?
Well, our Premier met with all these business leaders this week, and due to Cyclone Debbie, you know, it was a crisis. But now there's also opportunities of jobs. You know, so many of our islands have got to be rebuilt, and there's opportunities of entrepreneurs to come to Queensland and invest in tourism, hospitality, construction, and there's jobs here in Queensland. Queensland's a great state, and I want to congratulate our Premier, Anastasia Palaszczuk, who's doing a phenomenal job and is leading the way. I mean, that is the woman who had something like 8 seats and now is the Premier of the state of Queensland. She's doing a dynamic job. Okay,
so what about Canberra? Is Canberra inspiring you as well?
Absolutely. Malcolm Turnbull is a true entrepreneur. And, you know, what I love about him is that he thinks like an entrepreneur, but he also has to combine it into politics, just like Donald Trump. I mean, if you look at Donald, he's a disruptor. And what you love about Donald is he always keeps you guessing, and you've got to be able to strategize ahead. That is exciting.
Last Saturday and weekend, Switzer, I wrote a piece about how everybody should have a you plan. In a sense, you know, taking a business plan to you as a human being. What do you think about that kind of strategy?
Take a you plan to yourself?
Yeah, to yourself, to build your personal brand.
I really do. I really think that, in fact, tomorrow we've got Peter Credlin, who's going to be joining us in a women empowerment group, Women Leading Business in Brisbane. We've sold out. It's phenomenal. Women are searching for success, you know, financial independence and creating greatness within so that they can create without. And unless you have a relationship with yourself, you can't have a relationship with others. So it's very important to work harder on yourself than what you do on anything. So give it a go, start now, and if it is to be, it is up to me.
Sarina, always great to talk to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good night. Yeah.
That's Sarina Russo of the Sarina Russo Group. Coming up after the break, we'll be looking at a book about women business entrepreneurs going back right to colonial days. Quite an interesting book. Stay with us.